What's up, guys? Higgins in Japan here with another edition of the Friday video. The Friday video is the video that I make right here in my car on the way home from work on a Friday, and you get to come along for the ride. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. And this video is going to be on the long side. I'd say if you got 15 minutes, sit back, relax, watch this video if you want to see what scenery around Japan looks like. If you want to see what it looks like when people crosswalk on the bicycle, this is the channel that gives you that inside information on life here in Japan. Anyways, as you can probably tell, I'm not driving home from work, and that is because one very important reason. It is fall, and it is already dark by let's say 5, and I usually don't get out of softball practice until about 6:15. Well, I should say softball practice ends by 6:15, and then getting all the kids out the gate is another half an hour, and so I don't get out of work until like 6:30, 6:45-ish, and at that point there's no point in trying to make a Friday video because it's so dark that you can't see anything. But if you look on the horizon, there's Mount Scuba. I'm headed towards Scuba. I'm going to hang out with a couple friends. You might know them. Jenny, Silver, her husband Jason. They're cool folk. I'm going to go hang out with them, grab some Mexican food, and go to Costco. So obviously this video is not going to be the entire drive of me driving, because that would just take too much video and all that good stuff. Plus, you don't want to sit here for an hour and listen to me talk about nonsense. So I will keep this the usual 10 to 15 minutes, depending on what I get talking to, what I get into. Whatever happens, right? And plus, this route is going to give you, maybe a little bit different view of my life here in Japan. I don't live in Tokyo, don't really want to or plan to. I like the countryside, Inaka. I like the calmness of Ibaraki Prefecture, which is where I live. And a lot of people, for some reason, don't like Ibaraki because they say it's boring, or they say there's nothing to do here, which is not really the case. There's stuff to do here. You might have to look a little bit harder to find it sometimes, but there's always stuff to do in Japan. And if I want to be in Tokyo, I can be in Tokyo in, let's say, an hour and a half-ish, depending on what train I catch. So, in all reality, and I do this quite often, you can make a day trip out of going to Tokyo, which, if you live in Japan and you don't live in Tokyo, but you live close enough to it, an hour and a half away is still a nice distance, because you get this, calm countryside area, you get nice scenery, you get a slower, different pace of life, but you can still be in Tokyo if you want to be in Tokyo. And there's actually a festival going on here in town this weekend. I'm missing today, but I'll be there tomorrow, probably, if the weather holds up. And I was actually there last year. It's a music festival, so there's always stuff going on in your towns, and that's a really cool thing about Japan. There's usually something going on all the time. So if you're interested in, this is local music and food. There's always art stuff going on. Yeah, you just gotta look for it. But yeah, there's always stuff going on in Japan. But like I said, today headed to Costco, headed to get some Mexican food, which is enjoyable, and it's a nice day. It's a bit cool out, but it's still sunny, so there's still some heat coming down. Anyways, so a couple things I want to talk about on today's episode. I made a video this week and put it out about doing a live stream for Child's Play, which is a really cool organization. And basically, I'm myself, Jenny, Silver, her husband Jason, we're gonna get together next weekend and play some video games for a few hours. And if you're interested in watching that live or even after the fact, head over to Jenny's channel, because she's going to be doing the live streaming from her PlayStation 4 onto YouTube. So I will put a link in the description so you guys can head over to that, and so that way you can set a reminder for whatever time zone you're in. It'll remind you, like, hey, this is coming up and you wanted to watch this live. So yeah, go over there, set a reminder. We're doing a live stream with people from all over the world. All over the world, I think. That might not be true. I mean, they are technically living someplace in the world, but it might just be the US and us here in Japan. Either way, that point is irrelevant to what we're doing. We're joining together with a group of other people that are going to be streaming games as well. And overall, it'll be a 24-hour live stream. We've got a 6-hour block of time that we're going to take. We're going to play PlayStation 4 stuff. We're going to play some board games, maybe some card games. Who knows? There's no set, like, strict schedule of, like, oh, we have to play this. We do have things in mind that we want to do, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it more today. But the other thing is, I didn't announce this. This is a little surprise for you. I'm going to bring at least maybe one Gundam model kit with me and be putting it together at some point in the live stream. So maybe while somebody else is playing a game, maybe if Jenny and Jason are playing something, I can be off in the corner putting together a Gundam model kit. Who knows? Because, you know what? Because it's fun. Because it's something I thought of and I thought it'd be cool to do. Plus, I have like 5 Gundam kits that I need to put together. Because I haven't put any together in a while, so I keep buying them. And see, that's the problem, is you like buy them but you don't put them together, and the whole point of them is to put them together. So I have 2 new kits from the new Iron Blood Orphans series, which is the newest Gundam series that's out, season 2. And I have 2. I got the new Barbados, because there's a new form. Of course, there's like 7 forms of that thing. I only have 2 currently. I didn't pick up any of the other ones from the first season. And I have, what's the other one? There's I can't think of his name offhand. He's like the new bad guy, or one of the new bad guys. It's his mobile suit, and it's pretty cool. It's like orange and purple, maybe like a dark purple. But yeah, they're cool looking suits. So I'll put 1 or 2 of those together, and who knows how those will turn out. Probably pretty good, because they're not too difficult to put together. And there was something else I wanted to talk about, but it slipped my mind. So give me a second here to think about it while you look at the scenery of Japan. No, there's not much going on in this town. This town, we have played this little town in softball. We played them last year. Oh, softball. Our team, I haven't done like a softball update. Team's doing really well. We are going to a tournament in a couple weeks, and so hopefully we will do well there. It's exciting to see, like, I've said this before, but like when the new players come in and the old players, you know, stick around and obviously help out. Like, I always try to make an emphasis on like helping out the new girls that are on the team, because like I said before, I think I talked about this in another video, like the girls that are on the team now, you know, the year that they started, some of them weren't very good, but they had people from the previous year help them out, and this is their opportunity to give back. This is their opportunity to help out with the new class of students that are here. So it's really, really cool to see them progress over the weeks and months that it's been. You know, because you see them at the beginning, you see them the first day, and some of them had never played before, and some of them had never some of them really didn't know much about softball. So to see them progressed to the point where they're at now. It's really cool. It's like very awesome to see how well they're doing, and it's fun. Coaching is fun. Like, I'm the encouraging coach, so yeah. So we have 3 coaches. We all have different styles, which is really cool. But yeah, I'm definitely the one that's like, all right, you made a mistake. All right, brush your shoulders off. Jay-Z, rest in peace. And whatever, like, do it again. Like, let's go. Like, don't worry about it. You made a mistake. It happens. Here's a pointer maybe on how to do something better. And yeah, that's the way I coach. So good times. I'm trying to think. I still haven't remembered what I was supposed to talk about. There are 2 things. Just remembered. I'm on the latest episode of the Just Japan podcast. It's the Halloween episode. I believe it's 130 is the episode number. If I'm wrong, you'll know in the description because it'll say episode 131, but I think it was 130. I was on another episode. Awesome to be a guest on the Just Japan podcast again. It was myself, Kevin, the host, obviously, Jim Mullins, Mully, he's famous dude, and oh gosh, Marcus, wow, totally blanked, but I got it. Yeah, a new guy to the podcast. It was his first time, and we talk about Halloween. So we talk about not like scary stories, but we talk about what Halloween is like in Japan compared to what Halloween is like in our respective countries. So I'm from America, Molly's from America, Kevin is from Canada, and Marcus is from the UK. I say that because I honestly don't remember. Yeah, I think he said he's from the UK. Yeah, sorry Marcus. I'm real sorry that I'm completely spacing out right now. But anyways, and as you can see up ahead of us at the end of the road is Mount Scuba, famous for its twin peaks, and it is 800 meters tall. So it's not the tallest by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a rather large mountain here in Japan. Back to the podcast story. So we talked about what it's like experiencing life here in Japan during the Halloween season, and reminiscing about our days as children, trick-or-treating. We also got to hear me talk about my super awkward Halloween party that I had my first year here in Japan. So go and check out that story, because I've never told it before, and it's awkward, and hopefully that awkwardness came across in the retelling of the story. So hope you guys enjoy it, because it was awkward. So yeah, that was pretty much all that I wanted to talk about on this edition of the Friday video thing. As always, if you have any questions or comments for me, head over to facebook.com/Higgins in Japan. There you can find other articles and things that I post about life in Japan. I'm really going to keep trying to keep up with that, sharing other things that other people make, not just stuff that I do, but any kind of news articles or things that I find interesting or cool about life in Japan, or things that are happening in Japan. So, that being said, I'm going to finish driving, and hope you guys have a good one, and have a good weekend, and I will catch you later. Peace.